It is time to move everything from Ethereum into Bitcoin or something else. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is DaVinci Jeremy. I'm in the pipe 5x5 here in Dubai. Hope you're doing well. Remember, if you meet me, it's DaVinci is my first name, not Jeremy. Jeremy is my last name. And yeah, wow, there's always some craziness going on in this crazy world of meme coins, crypto, and Bitcoin. Yes, but I'm here to show you what it all means, or what I think it means, and you can decide what it means for yourself. All right, with that said, right, we're also going to be doing some trading at the end of the show, and if you're interested in that, you can do so at levex.davincij15.com. Links in the description below. That's levex.davincij15.com, and join me and watch this show live once I'm doing it, and I'm making fun of myself and doing all these crazy faces for the thumbnail, so you can see that and ask me questions as well. Also, check out bybit.davincij15.com. Make sure you get some ID because you need ID. And yeah, check us out at the Financial Summit. Okay, let's just quickly go over the next gen. As I said, Waffles is consolidating, and we're consolidating nicely. So the next run is coming for Waffles. Look out for that. Make sure you're positioned. Same with Orc and WowMow. Position yourself accordingly, and so pay as well. All right, moving to the news. This is the news we're going to be covering in today's section. I always have this available in the description below, so check that out. We're going to Mars. Not the moon, Mars. And I agree with that sentiment because, well, Bitcoin is the asset that everybody will realize they need when they realize it, they need it. It doesn't matter when they figure it out. When they do figure it out, they're all coming all at once. Because what happens is usually the for example, I interview people for jobs and stuff like that, and I ask them, and most of them don't know anything about Bitcoin. And so effectively, when they are finally woken up going, oh, that's what it was? Oh my God, they're going to run like Michael Saylor did, right? They're going to be like, I better buy this before somebody else figures it out. But it's too late because they were too slow to actually learn what it is before everybody else did. So please don't do that. If you're watching this and you don't know what it is, you're going to miss something big. Shocking. Home buying conditions have collapsed to levels never seen in 65 years. Interesting. Wow. Even the 2008 crisis? What the heck? How's this possible? Am I reading this right? This can't be true. Wow. We gotta do some digging on this, because look at that. This is 2007, right? You can see things were like just collapsing in 2007 here, and people were not believing it. And I don't know, this broke down below the 2007 levels like a long time ago. Jesus. What the hell? And this is, so obviously the money printing has covered up this collapse. Then honestly, the money printing probably has covered this collapse up big time if this is happening, right? So, and we don't notice it, right? If we're noticing, if this data is just coming to our forefront, and it's true, then money printing has covered it up. Period. Okay. And if you don't realize that money printing has covered it up, think about that. The only way for the prices to collapse, buyers, not price, buyers to collapse and price to maintain its upward trajectory is with money printing. All right. Trump meme coin sets to be sued, but to what end? Okay, yes, exactly. So let me get this straight. It's yeah, I know. It's difficult to imagine the American president launched his own meme coin, right? But this includes disgruntled investors who, according to Brian, are 100% likely to sue the project within 2 months. For what? What exactly? Right? I create a meme coin. Sue me. You created a meme coin. And yeah, so? But you told people that it was going to go to the moon. Did he say that? No. He just said, created, launched a meme coin. That's it. And y'all bought. So that's it. Okay? You can't sue him for jack. All right? He didn't tell you to go out and buy it. Launching a meme coin. That's it. That doesn't mean buy. But you did. You did. And you need to take out your fault insurance if you lost. Okay. Hollywood director says Ross ULBRICHT, the documentary, is in post-production. Yes, you know what? This kid deserves a movie because, you know, he was imprisoned for creating a website, basically. And so I think that should be talked about, and whether or not, just to see both sides, right? Both the government side and his side and you know, libertarian side of it, and decide for yourself. Because this is a very gray area right here. He did create a website, but is he responsible? The question is he responsible for what happens on the website? That's very gray. And you need to decide whether or not that's something true that you believe in or not. And there's no right or wrong on that. And so make sure you make your own decision on that, okay? Ethereum's descent into existential crisis. Yes, Ethereum is pretty much dead now. I mean, the price action shows it, and this, underscores it, right? A languishing chain appears to have triggered community uproar and a leadership shakeup at the Ethereum Foundation. Vitriol and death death threats ensue in the Ethereum Foundation leadership overhaul. Jesus, this is bad. 9 years after Ethereum's most serious catastrophe, when the Ethereum community decided to hard fork the blockchain in order to reverse the infamous 50 million DAO hack transaction, the network faced a different type of conundrum, a crisis of leadership according to its community, right? So for those who don't know about the DAO hack, basically, let me just explain it to you. There was nothing wrong with Ethereum, which they should have left it as it is because there was nothing wrong with Ethereum when that hack occurred. What happened was the programmer who created the DAO did not know how to use Ethereum properly. And so the DAO basically had a bug in it because he didn't use Ethereum correctly. And so the money was taken. And instead of saying, well, you didn't use Ethereum correctly, so that's what happens, right? Because if I write a contract, right? Like, let's just say I write a contract, a really complex business contract, and in that contract, there's a loophole where you can take the money out. Well, odds are you're going to take the money out of the business contract if it allows you to, right? Now, some people would argue what a judge will say, well, that was not the intent of the contract and blah, blah, blah. But that was available in the contract, right? Whether it was the intent or not doesn't matter, right? And so effectively, right, I think they went and did the wrong thing, right? What I thought was never going to happen for a long time, I thought it was going to happen in the future, that it actually happened sooner than I thought, because I wanted to do a video saying that this was going to happen to Ethereum because the way it's designed. But it happened sooner, way sooner than I thought it was going to happen. Where you create something that was designed to, get everybody riled up to invest in, but it was only going to break, right? Because you could design it that way. Because here's the thing, right? Long-term capital management, when they built their business model, it was not solid enough to survive something such as, you know, the Russians defaulting on their debt. And so their model was making a lot of money and making money for everybody, and then it was going to screw everybody once it failed, right? And so the same thing can happen for Ethereum, right? Again, this can happen again the way it's designed. And so this is what's possible for all smart contract chains, right? The way they're designed, any transaction, anything in the past can be rolled back within, well, right? So keep that in mind. You can't do that on Bitcoin. That's what makes it effective, right? That's what makes it the top cryptocurrency over Ethereum, right? Now, it goes on, right? We've seen this, right, where he's saying, you know, I am the law, kind of BS, right? And, you know, this is not the appropriate thing to do. All this infighting and stuff like that has, you know, caused Ethereum people to look, okay, it's time to exit stage left, right? And, you know, Solana has become the Ethereum killer that everyone else tried to become. And Solana has accomplished it exactly as promised. With that, Bitcoin. Looks like Bitcoin has created what's called a diamond pattern, which is targeting the 96K, which I think we could end up going a little bit lower than that. So be ready for that. We're going to talk about that in today's episode of, you know, when we do some trading. So be ready for that. And yeah, because it's going to be a wild ride. I mean, and anytime when we get into Bitcoin, there is, you know, a lot of craziness going on. So if you're going to trade this, make sure you do so at levex.davincij15.com, bybit.davincij15.com. Links are in the description below. So let's get on to the trading right now. Oops. So yeah, I was looking at this target pattern. I was looking at a different M pattern targeting this exact like 90K. But if you want to, we can see, right, there's another M forming, or we can say that, yeah, let's see the diamond pattern. But I think it might be broken, but it would have to break the top actually to break the diamond pattern. And yeah, it's right about here, right? So it's kind of broken out, going the opposite direction, but it's not over yet, right? For the diamond pattern, right? So you could say, well, it's broken out, but yeah, but you know what? For it to really invalidate the diamond pattern, we've got to go to 110-ish area. So yeah. We're still looking to break this. And with this kind of like making another M here, it could end up breaking down, right? To be on the really safe side, you can end up trading this on the breakdown right down here. So if we break this low, right, you can probably set the stop at this height here and then take it. Is there a 2-to-1 down here? We could take it all the way down to 92. That might be a little bit too much for you. So if you want, you can move it up. And there we go. We can move it all the way up here, because it might end up coming all the way up back up here to retest these highs. I would say it would probably retest the highs just to wipe out anyone trying to like take a short here. They would like to do that. So you could do that and then, you know, stop loss it way up here, right? Right where, okay, definitely it's breaking out, right? It's going the other direction. And there you have it. You have a nice 2-to-1 with the best possible odds right there. So let's go with that. Okay, looking at Ethereum. Ethereum will be breaking down with Bitcoin. So don't expect any kind of miracles here. You can see lots of emming patterns here this is on the weekly. Jesus Christ. Why would you have to do that, man? Ethereum? Jesus. And then going down to the daily, it's the same thing. It's not good, right? And on the 4-hour, yeah, well, we're winding up for something big. So, right, with the what's it called? Bollinger Bands tightening. This is not good. Not good. Not good. We could end up, you know, psyching us out a little bit here, heading up to to my target. It looks like we already hit my target. Jesus, I was thinking about this was the $3,500 level was the target, and that was down here. That was down here. So yeah, we already did it. So I'm thinking we're done. We're done with Ethereum. Ethereum is rolling over at this point. I don't think we're going to head up all the way back up to 3,500 before we break down. So there it is. Looking at Solana again, I'm telling you, this is looking more like going to turn into an M pattern than a W. If it does turn into W, right? So for example, you know, the Trump family just starts to like pile out a meme coin after meme coin, right? Because it's so lucrative, then, you know, and people push into this, well, that's it. This thing's gonna blow, right? This is gonna do the opposite of what Bitcoin's gonna do, and there's no stopping it, right? Especially if we have corporations start jumping in on the meme coin bandwagon on Solana, so be ready for that. That's a possibility coming in the pipe. So I would just go for longs on Solana and just buy Solana and just dollar cost average into Solana is the safest bet and the righteous way to do it for Solana instead of like trying to trade these moves. If Solana were to come down, I would suggest you just like go hot heavy in it because we see it as the meme coin change. So, and we know the meme coins are gonna actually blow like never seen before. We know that. Don't waste your time thinking, well, maybe it might. You're an idiot. It's not might. It will. Okay? And let it go. All right. Well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Cheers.